Loveline is meant for an adult audience. Loveline may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. This is Loveline. Loveline. With Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Matthew Lillard is coming in here tomorrow night from Without a Paddle. Tonight, just the love we find between the two hosts. All right, I gave the phone number, right?
Yeah.
I gave your credentials.
Mm-hmm.
Ready to rock?
Let's go.
You ready to rock?
Yeah.
I hear you saying it, but I don't feel you saying it, Drew. You ready to rock?
Yeah.
Yeah. Chris, you ready to rock? All righty.
Well, I don't feel Chris.
Kid wants to be on the air. I said to him about a year ago, I was like, Chris, where do you see yourself? You see yourself, engineer behind the scenes producing, or do you want to be on-air talent? And he went, And I said, what's that again?
So the Tin Man and Wizard of Oz before the oil was applied.
What's that? Produce? You want to produce, right? You want to be engineer. You want to produce, like maybe work on the morning show, right? I said, so produce, right? No. So on you want to be on the air?
All right, let's get it going.
All right, here we go. Let's get it going.
There we go.
Look at him.
Let's go.
That was Chris a year ago. Now listen to him.
I'll remind you, too, about 2 weeks later, then you sat back in your chair and said, hey, Chris, what have you learned from working with the old master here?
And he said, jackass, a-hole, who you know, free money, campfire,
No prayer.
no preparation. There's right, cause, when I said, Chris, what do you learn from the master? He's like, don't look on the internet. What the hell does that mean? Nothing better than
Lauren ganged
producer,
up.
Lauren.
Yeah, she jumped right in there.
She was like, she'd been waiting for me to ask this question for a long time. Well, once they get you in, they can't get you out. You get paid way too much. You say whatever you want about whoever you want for as long as you want, and they can't fire you. And what else? It doesn't matter. You don't need to be smart. You don't need college.
You got to know somebody.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, I like as you're settling in, you don't need an education either. Obviously, you don't have to be too intelligent. Yeah, that was brutal.
Yeah.
Chris was just sort of quietly insulting. Lauren was just
piling on.
That was nothing short of an attack.
Yeah,
I'm still reeling. Michael or Michelle?
Hey.
You're 16?
Yeah.
What's happening?
Okay. Okay, by the way, when I'm telling you this, I'm not lying at all. I've actually called this show before, and I have lied, but it's like, this is actually real. It's kind of like Boy Cried Wolf, but yeah. So, like, I really do have a problem.
All right.
Well, Michelle, this may shock you, but we don't remember your bogus call, so go ahead.
You probably don't.
No, we in fact
I'm not lying, and I really do need your help.
What's the question?
Well, now, wait a minute. You've piqued my curiosity. Did we not know you were making a bogus call?
I don't think you guys did.
What was the question? Just see if we remember it.
Let's see. There's a few.
A few? No,
I think one of them was, like, I saw my friend, she was, like, in the shower or something, and I wasn't sure if I think I started to like her, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah. Sounding vaguely familiar. No. 3-4 months ago? When was it?
This was, like, in April.
All right. That had been 3-4 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, by the way.
Yeah?
If it is 3 or 4 months ago, just go.
Yes.
3 or 4 months ago.
Oh.
Right? May, June, July. Oh, yeah.
4 months.
All right. So, what else? What was your other one?
I don't remember, to tell you.
All right. Good enough. Here we go with today.
What?
What's going on tonight?
Go.
I've been using Nair, the bikini like cream remover stuff, and usually it doesn't. Nothing really. It's fine. I don't get any rashes, but this time I kind of got it in the vaginal area, and as soon as it did, it started to hurt. And then after I wiped it off 6-7 minutes later, kind of hurt, but I didn't really think it was anything bad. But for the past 3-4 days, it's itched so much.
You burned it.
You burned it.
You actually caused a chemical burn.
Excuse me?
You caused a chemical burn.
Yeah.
That's what that stuff does, right?
Yeah, it's a high pH. It does it through a basic chemical, meaning a high pH chemical kills the hair.
Yeah, what's the high pH? What's pH stand for?
It's basically the amount of free hydrogen. It's an acid versus base measure,
Right.
Sort of relative scale.
Right, so it's got a high acid content.
No, it's got a high base content.
High base content.
High base and high acid are equally as powerful.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Now, what do you mean base?
Base the opposite of acid.
It's the opposite of acid.
it's
but the opposite of acid
Acid
wouldn't
has
seem
a-
like it would burn hair off. Anything to the right or to the left of center is going to burn.
Right.
Is going to burn.
Yes.
Base.
Yes. A base is just as powerful as an acid.
Really?
It's acid has extra hydrogen. The base
Why don't they
takes
use
hydrogen.
Why don't they use base to? By the way, Chris, you'll hear none of this in junior college.
What?
There
Why
you
don't they
go.
use base to what?
Why don't they use base to clean swimming pools?
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
lye is a base.
Lye is a base.
Yeah.
It's not an acid.
No,
it's a base.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've heard
That's
of pH
good.
balance.
pH
Right.
balance is in
Right.
between.
Yeah, it's the balance is the in between part.
Right.
Oh, lye is a base.
Yeah.
All
Power
right.
of power of hydrogen. It's hydrogen is the sort of the free radical. Let's call it. It's a lot of energy.
All right. So,
not
and
really
now when you
free
put that
radical.
stuff, that's all right. No one's ever going to call you out on anything on this show.
Yeah.
The part now, what do you do? Do you mask off your coos, or how does it work?
I get I get a warm cloth and I just kind of wipe it off.
Yeah.
She puts it all over.
When I shave it, gets really bumpy and it hurts really bad.
No, I know, but what about the part where you want to keep the hair?
What do you
just-
mean?
There's no such part, Adam. How
Do
dare
you
you?
not have any hair down there?
Yeah, well, that's basically I want it nice and smooth.
Where do you, Adam's asking? Do you mask tape? Put masking tape down? How do you mark off what you're going to keep and what you're
I
going to get
don't.
rid of?
That's the thing. This time you don't really know necessarily where it is, and I think I put it on way too in areas where I couldn't really tell, and that's why now when I'm walking down the street or something, it just starts to
Well, you burned it, so here's what I'm talk to
Listen,
her.
I've talked to her. Why don't she should put a Shetland pony on? We'd
or-
have a better dialogue with her.
But she needs
burned
probably,
herself.
probably some cortisone cream is what she needs.
Really? Where do you
Yeah.
get that?
Well, you can start with Cordate over the counter.
Get some Cordate and rub it on.
And cool, keep it cool and dry. But let me talk to her a second.
I'm realizing, for women, for dumb 16-year-olds, their vagina is sort of like what your car was when you're 17, 16. It's what you had.
Yeah.
It's what you would use to attract chicks. It's what you'd use to get respect.
But surely you know how it works.
Sort of hang out on the weekends and put a coat of wax on it, make sure it was in good shape. If you had a date or some chicks came by, you definitely want it to look right. You know what I mean? When you're just a chick who's not really into school or much into anything else, that's your car.
I think their whole body is that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Michelle?
yes.
It says on that little note here that the pharmacist told you to use vinegar.
Yeah, they told me to take a bath in cold water and add some vinegar to it. And
Vinegar is a weak acid, and so that neutralizes the base.
so would
okay.
it help?
Well, not this late a day because it's all gone. If it starts burning right away when you put the stuff on, it would work immediately. But you're 4 days down the line here, the burn has already happened, the chemical's gone.
Does any of that holistic crap, and that's not holistic, but I just mean that sort of, I don't know, old-time remedy stuff ever really work?
For mild things, yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's just, it's never got any punch to it.
No, it doesn't have punch.
I wish I was a lightweight. I wish
So
any
you
of that stuff
respond to those
worked on
things,
me,
yeah.
yes. Oh, you have yourself a cup of warm hibiscus tea. That'll knock you right out.
No.
It'll knock you out.
Yeah.
It'll take you down. Do you fly? Do you want to sleep on the plane? You get just a little warm hibiscus, just a cap of 2% milk on it. If it's warm, I'll take you right out. Listen, old-timer. Come on, make with the drugs and the booze.
Not just make with it. You need extra super.
I need to be basically like a rhino in the Serengeti.
Right.
I need to be hit
You're
with
doubling
something.
and tripling down.
Ain't going
and
anywhere.
then laughing. Throwing back Bloody
That's
Marys
right,
and howling.
like a hyena.
Yeah.
That's right. Lisa,
Yes.
you're 23.
Yes, I am.
What's up?
Okay. I need to give you guys a quick little run through of my life really quick so that I can come to my question and you can tell me what's wrong with me.
All right.
Okay.
We'll see. You start telling us the story, and we'll sort of chime in at the point we know what's going on.
Okay.
So I could
I,
name that tune.
All right.
Go ahead.
Drew. Come on, baby. Let people get out of the gates now. Let's go. Here we go, baby.
When I was younger, I watched my mom, and I'm kind of nervous, I'm sorry, but when I was younger, I kind of watched my mom and dad fight a little bit. That kind of stopped. When I got a little bit older, about 12, my younger brother, he died. He was 5.
Oh,
then I
what
started
happened? What
So
happened?
he got hit by a car. Then I started having like a lot of sex with like anybody.
At 12.
Yeah, from 12 till like 15.
Were you abused other than the fighting you were witnessing? Was there any other form of abuse prior to age 12?
You know what? As far as physical, no. But lately, I have been kind of remembering little things that happened to me by different women, different girls when I was younger. But you know, we were kids, and kids sometimes do that. So I haven't been putting too much on that.
Was any of it directly sexual?
Yeah.
Yeah, it all was.
But I mean, it wasn't just touching or exploring. It was actually directed
it was
sexual.
like touching, exploring. Well, you know what? At one
chicks, what are they
point,
gonna
there
do?
was a girl that I knew who it was kind of a continuous basis, and that's when I was like 9. And that went on from like 9 to 11.
right.
All right, so that's and so she probably had been sexually abused and was just acting out on you.
Yeah. Well, let's hope. So anyway, we're just going to flip over all the cards here. You're lesbian now.
Yeah, and then I had my first female experience when I was like 15. Then I got married when I was 18, and we continued to have like threesomes and stuff. Then he left me like a year later. So at 19, that's when I met my current girlfriend, who's cheated on me a lot since. And now I have like this horrible temper, and I just kind of like get really upset and just angry, and I just like black out and completely go off. And I also have this horrible anxiety to where, like, if I'm around a lot of people, I feel like everyone's looking at me or talking about me.
All right.
Are you doing drugs? You doing drugs?
Yeah.
No, not all. That's the weird part. And then every day, I tend to think about like death, and it scares me. Like, I'll just be at school or something, and I'll think about like, well, oh God, what if something happens to my dad? What if my dad dies? And I'll like immediately have to call.
All right.
Well, that's all part of your anxiety disorder. That's the catastrophizing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn, and by the way, what is, Drew, what do you think the worst age is for just depression or that kind of stuff? I mean, I know you have your own personal experience,
What do you mean the
0
worst
to whenever
Whenever it
you
resolves.
start banging candy stripers. But I just mean, it seemed like for me, life was tougher at 22 than it was at 32.
Oh, yeah.
Does it get better? You know, here's what I'm saying. I get this feeling like people sort of learn themselves, learn the lay of the land, maybe get a little more comfortable in their own skin. Not everybody, but as in general.
For the most part.
For the most part. People better off at 32 than at 22.
Oh, 18 to 22 is a terrible transition.
It's horrible.
In fact, if major psychiatric symptoms are going to come on, that's the age in which they typically emerge.
Right. Okay, so Lisa has seen a lot, heard a lot, and been goosed a lot. And she's acted out a lot. She's 23, still plenty of life in front of her. She's made some mistakes. They're behind her. So you're calling to say, what do you do?
Right. Am I going crazy? I mean, do I need...
Well, I'm worried.
No, you are crazy.
Yeah, I'm worried about these episodes of these fugue reactions where you dissociate and have violent, rages and things. Those can be quite dangerous.
You're not as crazy. Listen, Lisa. You're not as crazy as you should be, considering what you've been through and what you've seen.
Yeah, the fact that you have relationships, that you're questioning your behavior, that you have some insight, that's all good. But you need to build on that. You need to get better.
Okay, and
You need to have non-chaotic, stable relationships over long periods of time.
Yeah.
And you need to be able to control these rages.
Okay, is there a reason why it only happens like if I'm feeling hurt? Like if I love someone and that person hurts me, that's when I completely, even the little...
Well, look, when you don't give a rat's ass about somebody and they screw you over, it doesn't matter. That's how everyone
when
is.
people have serious attachment problems, that's when people have murderous rages and do crazy things, crimes of passion. That's where they come from.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, so listen, Lisa. Therapy, baby doll.
Yeah, you need some treatment. And maybe some medication, too, frankly, because that can really help contain some of these spells you have, these episodes.
Now, as a lesbo, you have plenty of disposable income, yes?
Plenty of excuse me?
What do you do for a living?
Well, I actually just finished school. I'm going to school to be in the medical field right now.
Ooh, nurse? What are you going to do?
Well, I'm going to take my LVN. I just finished medical assisting.
Mm-hmm. Is that nurse, sir?
And hopefully I'll be an RN soon, so.
All right. Well, listen, you don't have any kids, right? Or do you?
No.
Okay, good. You're way ahead of the game. Here's what I'm saying. The gays and lesbians have it made. The gays, they really got it made. Because, first off, they drive fuel-efficient vehicles.
They can't get pregnant.
They can't get pregnant. There's no little mouths to feed. Their boyfriend's making more than they are, and vice versa. Oh yes. And nothing to spend their money on, but fine wine and 2-seat automobiles. The lesbos got it made because, again, no kids to pay for. They don't make quite as much as the gays. But, think about what women spend their money on that lesbians don't spend their money on. Your wife with her ridiculous expensive purses and ice skates and cuticle pushes and all this nonsense, the waxing.
Well, this is interesting. We have not explored this. Women do a lot of that stuff to impress other women.
Yeah.
What do lesbians do?
I know that's a good point. Now, but women
do they try to attract other women, or do they try to impress in the same way?
Let me say this. This is an interesting thought. Women, as we know and as we've talked about many times or theorized here on the show, do all this primping and face painting and nail painting and all this lipoing and tanning and everything to impress other women. But maybe it's to impress other women as to how attractive they are to men.
Yeah. I agree. There's some of that.
Oh, I think there's a lot of it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing, when another chick hears a guy saying, that chick's hot, that's huge for them. You know what I mean? She's one.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, though, as a lesbian, Lisa?
Mm-hmm.
I know you don't speak for all lesbians, but you speak for at least 80% of them. And what about you? Now, what about it? Are you into the
lipstick?
Yeah, the $200 haircuts and all that junk?
Yeah, if I can afford it, definitely.
And you are?
Yeah.
And you're into the clothing, into expensive, nice clothing?
Oh, yes.
So it's not Birkenstocks and...
no. Gucci,
and is that
anything.
And is
Really?
that so you feel good yourself, or that so you can attract women, or are you competing with other women? Or how does that work?
That's for the attention. When you go out and someone sees you dressed like that, you're going to get attention from anywhere, anybody. And that's
Men,
the
though.
part about it.
Men, though.
You want attention from men?
From anyone.
All right.
Men.
What about sexual attention from men?
Yeah, that's good, too, because that lets me know that I'm still attractive to anyone.
All right. Take some of that money you're spending on the Prada and the Gucci and get yourself a little therapy.
Yeah.
What's the matter, Drew?
Just, it's so interesting. I mean, think about it, that they want to be attracted to a part of the population they're not interested in having a relationship with.
Well, you'd like to be presentable to dudes.
No.
Come on, Drew.
No. How about you?
Tell me you don't care what a guy thinks of you sexually.
No. I mean, think about it. A guy is not even... Think about that.
Yuck.
But I mean, But if a guy is making himself look good, it is for the expressed purpose.
Yeah.
Of
chicks.
Well,
Yeah.
and not to make themselves feel good, to bring it on.
Yeah.
Right.
I
mean, I'm sure they do feel good. Guys do feel good when they're attractive.
You're talking to a guy. Well, first off,
I know, I'm talking to a guy sitting in a T-shirt that's I've seen for the last 18 weeks.
Right, who's wearing a pair of fake knockoff leather moccasins
with
no socks and
sweatpants that are
funky looking super denim sweatpants. And the moccasins, I actually cut the laces off them because they were bothering me.
No socks.
And no socks. So
and
I mean,
the same GM hat we've been complaining about for 3 days.
Oh, listen, I'm a wreck. I'm a disaster.
But the point is, if you were to try to make yourself attractive,
too late.
Yeah.
That ship has sailed.
For the most part, when a male is trying to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Who am I doing it for? I don't know. Chicks.
But not just so you feel good because they're attracted to you.
Yeah. No, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. No, you want it. Here's the thing about guys. If you're not into somebody, you don't want them to be attractive. We don't want dudes, fat chicks, and people that have horns sticking out of their forehead or monobrows into us. All we want is hot chicks into us. That's it. The rest, nuisance. Or busty drunk chicks.
But
with big
again,
asses.
Again, them being attracted to you, even the ones you want to be attracted to, it's not because it makes you feel good.
No, thank you. Dave?
Yes, sir.
You're 21?
Yes, sir.
Do you have a Germany or Florida for us?
Yes, I do. But first of all, I want to ask how you gentlemen are doing tonight.
We're doing fine. Thanks for asking, Dave.
Are you ready for it?
We certainly are.
All right. A truck carrying 9,000 gallons of pig's blood was rear-ended on the highway, unleashing a tidal wave of gore across the road. The gruesome road slick backed up cars for 13 miles in both directions and took several hours to unclog the traffic jam. Germany or Florida?
Ooh.
Unclog. unclot the traffic jam.
Yes.
Now, immediately felt like Florida, but then I said to myself, pig's blood. Well, they use that for like sausages and stuff, right?
Yeah, or they're filming Carrie 3.
Filming. Ooh,
Oh,
no,
shut up.
sausages.
Sausages.
And so that's Germany. Sausages.
Feels like Germany.
Yeah.
I heard this story at the Kimmel's writing table. Must have been about 3 weeks ago now, and now can't remember if it's Germany or Florida.
Did they bring it up and say Germany or Florida?
It actually screw me up. Oh, yeah, they make fun of me for ripping off their idea all the time. What do I care? All right, so what are you going with, Drew?
Germany.
You're going Germany?
Yeah.
I'm going Florida.
All right, here we go.
Because I think it was Florida, but I can't remember. Dave, Germany or Florida?
Well, Adam, I know how right you usually are, but I got to side with Drew, buddy. It's Germany.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right,
I'm
buddy.
talking about.
That's how the game is played.
Good
We're
job,
going to
Drew.
send you out an envelope filled with nothing. All right, thank you. Yeah, see, now this is one of these situations, by the way. I would have said Germany 1,000 times over, but just because of the blood and the sausage. I mean, there's like 70 tons per person ingested worth of sausage every year in Germany.
With pig's blood in this country?
They only use it for sausage. Well, it's not that we don't. It's not that we don't make sausage here.
I don't think that's exotic sausage. I don't think we even make
Pig's blood.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Imagine if you know what we should have done with that tanker? Rammed it into a mosque. Yeah.
The Islam has a pig thing too, or be a temple?
Oh yeah. Oh no. The Jews ain't into the pigs, but Islam really ain't into the pigs.
Oh, is that right?
Oh yeah, they're crazy not into the pigs. They were talking in Israel about I don't know, putting pigs on buses and putting like pork chops around stuff. At a certain point, who's your enemy? Count Dracula? What do we got to do? Yeah, no, wooden cross. That's good. Yeah, put some garlic around your neck. Put a pork chop around your neck so you don't get blown up in Palestine. It's like, no, oh, yeah. Oh, they ain't into the pig. Huh. It's one thing the Jews and the Palestinians can agree on. They both hate pigs.
Huh.
They hate pigs weird. Like, see, if you get some pig on you and you go up, you can't bang those virgins.
Oh.
It all makes perfect sense.
Perfect sense.
I mean, any right-thinking, rational person would really just break it down and understand that it just makes
any man
perfect
of faith
sense.
would just believe.
If you're a man of faith, you don't question. Don't question.
Faith.
You get a little drop of pig's blood on you, go to hell. That's how it works. Oh, yeah. You didn't know that?
Now, if you don't know why.
No. They were talking.
Part of the plan.
That's why if I ever travel that part of the country, I dip myself in pig's blood. Oh, yeah. Like I said, it's like Carrie. Just can walk. I actually wear their prom dress, and I pour pig's blood over my head. All right. I wonder if they've seen Carrie over there. The movie.
Yeah, but they wouldn't know it was pig's blood. Was it pig's blood in the movie?
I think in the movie they let it be known that it's pig blood.
Wow.
Probably have about the same reaction I have when I watch gay porn.
Yeah.
It's, oh, no. Please, no. For the love of Christ, somebody shut this off before I throw my boot through the TV. I'm going to vomit. You think it's that? All right. All right, dude, let's get on the internet. I got to figure out that pig's blood thing.
What about it? What's it used for?
Yeah, I think the Muslims freak out with the pig's blood. Yeah, how come you didn't know that?
I'm surprised. I am.
You figure because the Jews freaked out, the Muslims
when people start talking about their dietary rituals and stuff,
tune out. Yeah, because you just go cuckoo, cuckoo. That's all you hear, right? All right. We'll take us a quick break. When we come back, Drew, who are we going to talk to?
Here we go.
Just started feeling intense pain during sex. Melissa, San Diego. All right. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Hey, everybody. It's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Whoa.
Nice.
That's a little popper. A little backfire every once in a while. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. No smelly. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. All right. I lied. I was going to say I hadn't had any good stinky gas in a while.
Oh, you got some tonight, too.
No.
A little bit.
You're flattering. Drew, use the microphone,
I'm trying
please.
to impress you.
Yeah, don't kiss up. Because then when I don't know it when I do have smelly gas.
Right, you're right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know you like it.
I do. I do, but it's like, it's got to smell.
Yeah.
You understand? I don't want the Emperor's New Fart. I don't want it to be a situation like that. It'd be a good book. All right. Drew, you got on the computer,
Yeah.
checked out Islam, found out pig's blood.
Any blood, no good.
Pig's bad though.
Pigs, monkeys, dogs, and cats are bad
All right.
for meat or blood.
Well, I'm with them. I'm with them on 3 out of 4 of those, and then pig in general, just bad news. Yeah,
Yeah.
Not in the pig.
No.
I don't know what. Do you think religions just rip stuff off like we do TV shows now, one network to the other?
There's no doubt. There's actually words for that.
Looking over a guy's shoulder, it's like, yes, with the swine with the cloven hoof, and you're like, yeah, that's a keeper.
Oh no! Listen,
That
if you
sounds good.
study
Swine sounds
the
good.
Old Testament, there's constant preoccupation with what do we do about the fact that it's more, attitudes and values and the religious sort of rituals of other religions of the local areas are being sort of taken on by the Jewish people. How do we deal with that?
Yeah, they're ripping stuff off.
Yeah. And even the myths and stuff are stolen from one another.
Yeah.
But there's a myth called Gilgamesh from Mesopotamian area, way thousands of years before the Bible. It had a Noah and a flood and everything.
Oh, really?
And a Utnapishtim.
All right, Drew. Oh, yeah, that was better. You know what Drew likes to do? Drew likes to spout out really boring things and then go, wait a minute, and then finish with something more boring. Yeah.
Okay.
Melissa?
Homer.
All right.
Hi.
You're 21?
Yes.
What's up?
Okay, well, like 2 weeks ago, I think it was, my fiance and I were having sex, and I had this really weird pain, like, shooting up, like, inside me, and I didn't know what it was, and, we kept on going, and then, the next night, it was hurting even worse, and, I told him, I was like, it's starting to hurt me really bad. So, for a couple days, we just were like, well, we're just not going to do anything, maybe, I don't know, I just bruised something or something, because I'm a dancer, and,
What kind of dance? What kind of dancing?
I teach jazz dance to little girls.
Yeah. Oh, kind of a turn on.
Yeah, and so, I don't know, I just figured, maybe I just bruised something, or I don't know. So then, we went to Vegas, and, we were like, well, maybe if we try wine, I'll, loosen up, because he started saying that it felt tight. Whenever I would say it was hurting me, he said it felt like I was getting really tight all of a sudden.
Okay. Right.
So we decided if I tried wine, maybe it would loosen me up or something. But I was like, I'm not even nervous, so I don't even think I'm getting tight. I don't even feel myself getting tight.
Well, there is such a thing as a spasm of the pelvic musculature that can cause discomfort, but this really sounds more like something deeper internally, like ovarian cyst or endometriosis or things that need to be evaluated by a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I went to my gynecologist, and they checked things out because, when I was in high school, I had problems with ovarian cysts. I'd get them all the time, and so I've been on the Depo shot for 8 years now.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. They checked me, and she said it must just be I'm getting nervous or something, and she's like, because she can't tell what else it would be, and so.
Did they do an ultrasound? Did they do an ultrasound? It might have been a ruptured cyst.
This is boring.
All right. Anyway, it possibly is spasm, in which case it will settle down, or it's still something internally structural like a cyst. And if it keeps going, go back.
I put it on hold because I can't stand it when people try to shove stuff in when they hear your voice. Like you go, was it an ultrasound? It's like, you heard Drew's voice. Just stop, let him say his piece, and then you can get back to it. Yeah? Yeah. All right, go do whatever. With the ultrasound?
The reason I asked about ultrasound because you can see fluid sometimes in there if there's been a ruptured cyst.
Yeah, I wasn't really listening, but her boyfriend using a wine bottle on her, I got to believe.
Is your recommendation. You keep talking about wine. See, you see what happens? You talk about that and people make these sort of crazy sort of extrapolations from that.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you go to Vegas so some guy can use a Chardonnay bottle on you. I don't think that's kosher.
Not cool.
Not cool. Okay. Stephanie?
Yes.
You're 23?
Yes.
What's up?
I'm having a slight relationship problem with my boyfriend.
Okay, well, you come to the right place.
Yeah, I really need some advice. I don't know whether it is that I'm overreacting or whether...
All right, what is it? What's going on?
I've been with my boyfriend now for about 10 months, almost a year. And he we got together on very weird terms. He was actually with another woman for 3 years. He was actually engaged to this woman, and when I actually met him, the relationship was over. He was on his way out. He was
Why?
The relationship had just gone bad.
Why?
They couldn't get along. They fought all the time.
You never asked why?
It went bad.
Yeah, probably because this guy was cheating.
No, I mean, this was like before we even hooked up or anything.
But I'm saying,
Not with you.
what makes you, I was cheating with somebody else. This guy's a cheater.
Oh, you don't know that. All right, so he was engaged for 3 years.
Wait, you're going to defend this guy? You know he's a cheater.
All right, hold on. Stephanie says she met him on the way out, which is a little bit suspicious because on the way out doesn't usually mean at the front porch. It means somewhere, maybe in the further into the house in the entry hall.
The anteroom.
The what room?
Whatever.
What do you call it?
Front room.
It's in the den at least. It's not out.
Right.
It's on the way out. Stephanie?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to figure out whether this guy's a cheater or not. He met you when he was done with this relationship, or?
With this relationship, and they were living together, and he was, when I first met him, he was already trying to make arrangements to leave and go to another apartment, get an apartment of his own. So the relationship was pretty much already done.
I'm sorry, let me get that straight. He was starting to try to make moves toward getting an apartment?
No, he was, the relationship was not working. He was going to leave her.
He had not made any move to leave you.
He was going to leave her.
Please.
Were they sleeping in separate bedrooms?
It was a one-bedroom apartment.
Oh, for God's sake,
they're sleeping in the same bed.
Come on, Stephanie.
That's just cheating.
What are you thinking?
Well, now, here's the thing. No, he's done with the relationship.
Yeah.
He's just not saying anything, and some fresh meat has come
But
down the
I bet
pike.
this wasn't the first time he cheated. Mm-hmm. But that's why the relationship was ending. Listen, this is who this guy is. Imagine how that other one's going to cling to this cheating guy, right? Blaming all the women as he cheats away. Oh, she's such a bitch.
What's he do for a living? Construction?
No, he's actually a server.
He's a server.
Waiter?
By the way, call the waiter. Server is more embarrassing than...
Yeah.
Server just sounds like you wear slippers and you don't get paid. You know what I mean?
It should be Siam in the 18th century.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you just you have what's his name from The King and I clap his hands, and you have to come scurrying in with little bells on and a vest with no shirt on underneath. Yes, my lord.
Well, I mean, regardless of the situation, how we got together, that's actually not my question.
What's your question?
We've been together for almost a year now, and when he left, they left on bad terms, and she is just. You would have to know this girl to understand. She is really just, she's mean, and she's vindictive, and she's very manipulative, and she tries to hurt everybody that surrounds her.
And he insists on hanging out with her.
Yeah, that bitch is going to make him have sex with her.
No, they're not. I mean, they're not having sex or anything.
But they spend time together.
But, yeah. So now they...
Well, wait a minute. If she's such a horrible person, why would he spend time with her?
Because he's trying to prove to himself that even though
he can screw two chicks,
done all these horrible things to him, that he can be the bigger person and still be a friend to her.
Do they have a kid?
No.
Why would you ever hang out with your ex when you're with somebody new?
You're going to have sex with them.
Well, Drew, you're just thinking like Drew.
No, I'm thinking like a cheater.
No, I know
Stephanie?
he's not.
Well, that's how Drew thinks.
Because I've actually talked to her. And she knows.
Oh, and she didn't come stepping forward and tell you about the sex they were having?
All right,
Gee,
so...
Well, there you go.
All right, listen. Hold on. Stephanie, this is just albino white trash kind of stuff. This weird... You know what this is? All right, hold on. I got to go on a miniature rant here. Okay, there's a certain kind of stupid that requires chaos where there doesn't need to be chaos. You're in a relationship. You're with somebody. They somehow get a third person into the mix. The third person just ends up being a burr under everyone's saddle. You two could just happily go along and have a relationship, but no, that's not enough. There's got to be a dance. You have to build a case up against her. She's mean. She's vindictive. She's ornery. He's a great guy. She manipulates him into staying with her and visiting with her. He only spends time with her because he feels sorry for her, wants to prove to himself. That's all just a bunch of crap. Stop being an idiot. If this guy, you tell this guy, stop hanging around with the witch.
That's it, period.
Period.
And
if he insists on it, you're gone.
Then there's a reason he's hanging around.
Right. And look, you're doing what every white trash chick does, is blame the other chick instead of blame the guy you're sleeping with.
No, trust me, I do not think at all that he is blameless in this. Trust me. That's not actually my question. My question is, we've been together for a while, and I'm obviously having problems with the whole situation.
What's the question? One sentence now.
Is it wrong of me to be bothered by this situation, or should I be more open and let him
What did we just say? Stop hanging around with the girl, or you're out of here.
Okay.
Period. And if you do anything
Can't do that. Do you have to have the chaos
anything
surrounding
short of
everything
that,
you do?
and you're colluding in this, or you don't want to risk the probability that he's actually cheating, is going to leave.
All right, just do that. Do you have to have the chaos?
No, I really don't need it.
All right. Do you have any kids?
No.
Good. No kids with this idiot.
Why do you have a problem asserting yourself in this? She's a horrible person. She's disrupting your lives. What's wrong with asking the guy not to hang out with her?
I have asked him.
Yeah, he's having. Why do you buy me up on this?
No, I don't.
You know what this guy's up to?
Yeah, I guess he's. But here's the whole thing. All right, I'm going to touche your ass right now.
Go ahead.
Like touche turtle, Holmes.
I'll be Dum-Dum, his sidekick.
Look, if and Chris, wake up.
Yeah,
I want you to be ready to go, aha, when I lay this point down on Drew. And everyone at home, I want you in unison to say out loud, aha.
All right, go ahead.
When I put Drew in his place right now. If he is banging his ex,
right?
Why is he doing it in such an overt way?
Because
I'll
find out.
Aha.
Hold on. Would you wait until I cue you?
Okay.
If he is having a tryst with his ex, he's quietly sneaking out and doing it.
Right.
She's not calling the house. He's not calling her. She doesn't exist. Oh, her? Who? Tammy? What? No, I haven't seen her in 6 months. Hold on. If he is doing that, he's doing it covertly if he's nailing her. Am I right, Chris?
Aha. Until it goes on long enough that the crazy one starts going, you've got to leave that girl you say you hate. Are going to leave any day now. You got to come back with me, and I'm going to let it be known that. And then she starts coming on and getting involved, and here she comes. And then he's like, oh, I'm just hanging out. I'm just, and then he's telling the crazy one, I'm going to get rid of Stephanie. I just got it. She's fragile and brittle. I got to keep these together. Of course,
I just say if he's banging the ex, he's quietly doing it.
Until he gets outed.
Did he get outed, Stephanie?
Yes.
Did you out him, or was he doing this?
How did she show up on the scene? How did it come about?
Well, he kind of felt bad about the way that he left.
No. How did you find out? Did you look through his cell phone records and find that he'd called her 28 times in 2 days?
How did I find out that they were hanging out again?
Yes.
He told me that they were. And anytime he goes out with her, he calls me and goes, I'm letting you know that I'm going to go. And
but how did it get started?
Hold on. Chris.
Aha. How did
Don't step on his... Hold on. And...
Aha.
Okay.
But how did it come to light in the first place? How did you discover he was doing this?
He discussed it with me first.
What's that?
He discussed it with me first.
All right. Okay, Drew. We gotta go to break. Wrong as usual. Yeah.
Here's my point.
Aha!
Here's my point.
Okay, good.
Do you understand how that sounds?
That's good.
Yes, I had a great statement today about alcoholics and addicts.
All right, nobody cares. We got to take a break.
Because Stephanie's dealing with a problematic guy.
Hold on. Just 1 second.
Yeah.
Would you sit there and baste in my righteous stew for just 1 second before you move on to one of your crappy points? Base in Ace's righteous stew.
Yeah.
No. You idiot.
Touche, at least.
All right, we got to take a break.
All
We got to take a break. We'll be right back after this. Hey, yo, Loveline, I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Matthew Lillard in here tomorrow night. Now just me and Drew. Drew and I had a nice argument in the kitchen about what motivates men. I told Drew he was blinded by his passion, that he didn't know that some guys just like a little drama. They like to stir it up.
If it made
let me say this, too. I think, what if you get someone like Stephanie? Stephanie likes a little drama.
Yeah.
Maybe, in a way, the guy's keeping her.
By keeping her in the drama.
You just get quiet, get nice. She'd take 6 months of that and dump you. Yeah, She'll never admit it. She doesn't know it. Maybe he knows on some level.
But guys don't do those sorts of things unless they're getting something. Money, place to stay,
you get
tools,
attention.
money, sex, something.
Attention. You got people fighting over you.
Guys don't do that.
Some guys do, Drew. You're just too passionate a man to know.
Right.
If it's like, well, if I can't park my seed there, I'm going to keep driving.
I'm just saying.
Some people look at women as not only just, objects to deposit their seed, but as human beings, individuals, Drew, with separate minds, lives, ideologies, religions. You understand? Am I right, Chris? All right, into the mic, though. Chris, am I right? All right. I'm going to key you.
Sure, you're right.
No, don't improvise. It's aha. All right? I point at you. You do what?
Aha.
All right. I'm going to test you throughout the show. Keep you sharp. Summer,
Yeah.
you're 19.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh or
Aha.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm 19.
What's up?
aha? What's up?
Okay. This started about a week and a half ago. I started my period early, like a week early. And it was like a lot lighter than normal. And I'm usually really, really regular, like always on time, like to the day. And so this was weird in itself. And then like 3 days later, it stopped. And
Any chance you're pregnant?
I don't know. I'm on the shot, but I mean, and that's pretty good chance I'm not. So
Well, hold on a second. Hold on a second.
think so.
You are continuing to cycle while you're on the shot?
Yeah.
That's kind of unusual.
Yeah, I know.
So it,
So I don't know.
so it should, your periods should get screwed up because that's what happens on the shot.
Uh-huh. But I've been on
Uh-huh.
it for the
Wait
past,
a minute. Uh-huh or
Aha.
I've been on it for the past like 6
Yeah,
months
correct.
or so. So
All right.
every
Are you late on the shot or anything? Is it they've been right on time?
I was the last time that I went. I was about 3 weeks late because I forgot to make my appointment, and then we went on vacation. So
All right, so you're bound to have problems this time.
Yeah,
So, okay,
okay.
so your period's going to be all screwed up because of the shot.
uh-huh.
Is
So
that
that's
it?
that's
Hold on.
why.
Uh-huh. Or
Aha.
all right, that's a little late. See if you can not cough before you do it next time. That's right. Get it out. Summer?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay.
So, yeah, all right. There you go, Drew, right?
Yeah,
Answer
there can be
question.
other things too, cysts and whatnot, things that affect your cycling, but it
sorry.
should be checked. But it's just it's normal to have irregular cycles when you're on that shot.
Right.
In fact, most women bleed constantly and then have no period after that.
Well, okay, so then
All right. That's enough.
Well, hey, come on, I've heard the question yet, really. Come
I
on.
thought that was your question.
Then what? Come on.
Then what? Then nothing.
Then
and then I started again, and it was like really, really super heavy, and I had really, really bad cramps, and that's pretty normal. I usually do that for the first day or so,
Drew's
but
allergic to boring, by the way. Pardon him.
all this is just what we're saying. Irregular period. You can expect that on the shot. There you go.
That's right. And
Aha.
there you go. Well, this could be my new thing.
No.
It's like
Just can't hang with that.
Hey, buddy,
too
you
much
want to
for
get
him.
on the air, don't you?
Yeah.
All right, there you go. Now that's how you get on the air. Court,
I'm here.
you're 22. What's going on there, buddy boy?
Well, me and my wife have been trying to have sex for the past couple of days, and it's not working.
And you're both virgins?
Yes.
Salt Lake City.
When did you get married?
3 days ago.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
You guys Jews?
Yes,
No.
yes, we are.
You LDSers?
Yes, we are.
So you kept your virginity,
Mm-hmm.
and now you're married, and it's time to lose your virginity.
Yep.
And what exactly is not working about it?
Well, whenever we try to have sex and I start to enter her, it is extremely painful, and she yelps in pain and says stop.
I see.
Well, she's been seen by a gynecologist yet?
Yes.
And what does he or she say?
Says that she has a smaller than average vagina, and I have a larger than average penis.
Wow. Sweet.
Yeah, that's what I thought my whole life until now.
Yeah, now it's a problem.
Yeah, now it sucks.
All right. Well, this is interesting. Hold on a second.
Yeah,
And then you can tell us where you did your mission and stuff, too.
I didn't go.
Oh, smart.
Why
He's
not?
got a big penis. What's he need to travel for? The penis guys stay stateside.
We'll find out.
Don't need to help lepers. All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll get back with Court and his virgin LDS wife, Mormon wife, after this. Hey, everybody. Loveline, Adam. That's Dr. Drew. 1-800-LOVE-191. Drew's telling me how he's going to set up surveillance cameras in his house when his kids turn 13 and try to catch them.
15.
30, you said 13 to 15. Yeah.
That's when I'm start building it out.
Yeah, give him an eating disorder, Drew. Let him grow. Let me tell you something, man. If you love something, you set it free, man. If it comes back, then it's true love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to love someone enough to set them free. You know what I'm saying?
I wonder if we'll ever get far enough away from the 70s.
I don't know. Drew, you ever set anyone free? They never come back.
Of course not.
Yeah. It's called getting dumped, by the way.
Yeah.
Or fired or whatever you want to call
Whatever,
it.
yeah.
Setting them free,
Terminating.
Man. Yeah. You usually actually set people free because you don't love them that much. That's usually how it works.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
Court,
Yep.
you're 22?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're Mormon, and your wife's Mormon,
Yeah.
and you're both virgins.
Yep.
And your wife went to see the gynecologist, right?
She did.
Yeah, and she did. Well, how did the gynecologist know about the size of your penis?
Well, like
She didn't.
told her.
She told her. What did she tell her?
She said that it is. I guess she pulled out a sizing chart or whatever.
Yeah, that's why I know this is totally bogus.
Court, now this is bogus, buddy.
This isn't. I swear.
All right, I believe you.
The gynecologist gave her tools, I guess is what you would call them. Said, I want you to use these, and this will help, get you ready for sex.
All right, I believe you.
Yeah, well, what'd she give you?
She gave her the little plastic
Cordless
thing.
drill. and the,
Plastic, they're
pad sander.
acrylic
Oh.
sizers?
They look kind of like syringes, except they don't have the tip on the end, and they start small and get bigger and bigger.
Right, there's acrylic,
Yeah. It's a wedge.
yeah.
Good for splitting wood.
Oh, that's good.
All right. Well, there you go.
Just,
And I guess she said the biggest one still wasn't quite as big. So
That's nice. Oh boy, I tell you, if you can be bigger than the biggest crotch stretcher, that's a feather in your cap. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's like they don't make underpants my size, sweetie pea. That's nice. Yeah, it's nice when you go. It's like, oh yeah, I know condoms. I can't buy them off the shelf. I gotta have them made.
Custom condom.
Custom condom.
That's the new label.
They took
Custom condom.
Yeah.
XL. Special order.
How's it work? They take an impression. There's a fluffer. You just drop it in a wax mold. It can burn a little bit, but they do it, and then they do a negative mold, and then they dump the plaster Paris into that, and then they end up dumping the acrylic over that.
It's one of the ways.
It's about a 4-step process.
They used to make vaginas when the male to female transsexuals.
True. How many times can you whack the mic in 8 seconds?
They have them sit on these acrylic devices.
Oh, and they
Create a
would
vagina.
yoke them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, auger them out.
Yeah.
Yoke them. Good times. All right, so his wife's doing the
That's
thing.
good. Yeah, it's good.
And little lube wouldn't hurt.
we tried plenty of lube. We've used
All right.
up to a bottle and a half of Astroglide.
Why didn't you have to go on your mission if you're a Mormon?
Well, I decided not to. You don't
Can you
have
just-
to go.
Really?
Yeah, I elected not to go.
Oh,
Did you have your spot sort of picked out?
Yeah, I actually had my mission call and everything, and then
Where are we going to go?
I was going to go to the Ukraine.
Wow.
That'd be interesting.
What's going on? You guys can eat pig, all right?
Yeah, we can eat pig.
Yeah. All right. See, it all makes sense.
What with Joe Smith reading the tablets out of a hat?
Well, here's the whole thing about religion. Religion is like a blonde chick who's going by on a motorcycle. You go, wow, smoking hot chick just went by on a motorcycle. And if you get up close up to it, like they stop and you walk around, you find out it's a dude most of the time. Or at least they have bad skin and crooked teeth and stretch marks. Better they just keep moving. Just keep moving. If you examine it, that's when it gets a little bad.
Well, or as they said,
Mormons, great. You start talking about Smith and his methods and what he did. You start scratching beneath the surface. It gets a little dicey.
as they said in South Park, which was, hey, if you can't, the Mormon child in the South Park episode said he has a good life, he loves his family, he has a church that espouses good things, and so you have a problem with how that got started.
Yeah,
go to hell.
That's right. All right, we'll see you there. Jeff, I just want to know how you can all be right. How can all of you be right?
Or all be wrong. You know what I mean?
Well, you're all right. The Mormons, the Jews, the Islam, they're all right.
But what
Christians,
about Buddhists and Hindus?
all right. Everyone's right. Everyone's right? You're all right. Think about that for a minute.
Well, but the Christians were clear that everyone else is wrong.
Well,
everyone else going to hell.
Yeah, so great. Jeff, all I want is please everyone with the reverence for these nut jobs, these mental patients known as fundamentalists. Just let's start verbally abusing them.
Do you know that fundamentalism only exists in certain countries, and America is one of the few where there is such a thing as fundamentalism.
Here's all I'm saying.
You don't see fundamentalism in Switzerland.
You know how we freely make fun of fat people in this culture? Let's take some of that and turn it toward religious folk. That's all. They deserve to be laughed at. That's all. Let's stop nodding our heads and pretending like we respect whatever the retarded ideology is. Jeff?
Yeah.
You're 22?
But not so much the retarded ideology. Let's let people have their own retarded ideology, but let's not excuse every sin as soon as you bring up God. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And just...
I'm a drug addict, or I'm abusing my interns or whatever, and I'm going to ask for forgiveness. Good. Thankfully.
Yeah. Just everyone, shut your goddamn pie holes when it comes to your own retarded faith. Please. Just shut your pie hole. Jeff?
Yeah.
Go ahead. And I'm done. No chains, no outfits, no nothing. Just nothing. Go ahead.
You
Go ahead,
guys ready
Jeff.
for my question?
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
I've been married for 4 years now, and I love my wife very, very, very much. And we live with my in-laws, which is unfortunate for me.
Mm-hmm.
And we're looking to get our own place, only in Southern California it's really, really hard. Apartments are really expensive. And I'm a full-time truck driver. I make decent money, but it takes two incomes to get a place, And she works part-time and goes to school. And she goes to school more than she works. And that's fine, I want her to pursue what it is that she wants. And
wait a second. She goes to school more than she works?
Yeah. She just did 4
Come on, bud. Hold on a second. She goes to school more than she works?
I wasn't even paying attention.
All right. All right. We're going to try this one more time. She goes to school more than she works?
Aha!
There you go. That 5th time's the charm.
Yeah.
Jeff?
Yeah.
You drive trucks.
Yeah.
18-wheeler?
Yeah.
And how much do you make? Because I was thinking about this the other day. I really was thinking about being a truck driver.
I make about $700, $800 a week.
$700-800 a week. And where are you going?
Anywhere the road takes me. I work mainly California, Arizona, and Nevada.
Mm-hmm. Huh. $700-800 a week. Seems like you could do a little better than that driving an 18-wheeler.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Nothing, huh?
Yeah.
It's still $40,000 a year.
Yeah. I thought truck drivers, that'd be more like $1,000-1,200 a week. You're working long weeks, right?
Yeah, I get off about a day a week, and that's about it.
Okay. All right, so you drive, can you move up? Can you get some sort of a hazardous material license or something, get certified?
Oh, yeah, I have all that stuff, all the endorsements.
All right. And still down, you're making $20,000 $13 an hour or something.
Should be making
Well,
50,000.
I've only been doing this for about 8 months now.
All right. I know it seems like more than 13, but what I mean is he's probably working 55, 60 hours a week driving all over. Okay. Anyway, all right, you're going to make more money. She's going to make more money. You're living at home. You want to move out to Southern California. Everything's too expensive.
Yeah, and I told her that, maybe if she stopped going to school right now and worked a little more with both our incomes, we could get our own place. And
Yeah.
because we're living
I understand you
with
can't have an apartment on $50,000 a year.
And why can't you get an apartment?
it's just so expensive to move out. You got apartments like $1,000, $1,200, and then they want security deposit that's almost, the same as the first month's rent, and then you got to get all your utilities hooked up. So we're looking at least $3,000 to move out, just to get started.
Well, here's what you got to do. Is she going to junior college?
Yeah.
Nah, she's
community
done.
college.
Get her out of there. No, don't call community.
What kind of work is she doing?
What's that?
What kind of work is she doing?
She's trying to get into pathology.
What kind of work?
What kind of work is she doing?
What's she doing now?
She works at a department store.
Okay. All right. Here's your plan. You ready?
What does he mean get into pathology?
Look,
I got to know what that means.
He thinks pathology, he means like he looks at himself as a pathologist because he drives on a path, a paved road. I think he just means like leading campers.
I just got to know.
All right. Jeff?
Yeah.
Pathology?
I don't know, something like that. Crime scene, something CSI, I don't know, something along those lines. She's taking
Crime
some
investigator.
classes.
Okay.
Crime scene investigator. All right.
All right. So here's the plan. Get her out of that junior college. She goes to work. Maybe she just goes. Here's the beauty about junior college. You're never graduating, so it doesn't matter when you leave and when you come back. It's an open door. Remember in the old Mayberry series?
Open door policy.
Remember the old Mayberry series, Otis, the town drunk?
Yes.
No,
Is that
that's
him?
Floyd the barber.
Floyd, that's right.
Otis, the town drunk,
Yeah.
would just let himself in and out of it. He'd come in after a night of drinking. He'd walk in. He'd walk right into a cell and slam the door behind him.
Right.
That's what junior college is. Don't worry, that cell door will be open. You stagger in drunk whenever you want. Do it in your 40s, do it in your 80s. It doesn't matter. You can leave at any time. There's no punishment. There's no window that ever closes. Average age at a junior college is 85.
It's not like there's a course of study you got to complete in a certain period of time. There's nothing like that there.
No, my mom went to Valley College. You know what she majored in? Walking in a circle and waiting to die.
She did a great. Well, she's excelled.
They would just walk. It would be her. They would just keep walking in a circle until people fell.
Once in a while, would they yell "freak out"?
Seriously, you know what my mom's major was at Valley College?
What?
Chicano studies.
Ooh. Chris,
what's wrong with that? It's pretty good.
What's wrong with it? She looks like Tom Petty. That's what's wrong with it. She's got blue eyes and limp, straight hair. She's like God. If the sun, if she walks near a sundial, she gets sunburned. The sun, she's got to wear a Panama hat.
So Whitey doesn't deserve to study Chicano.
Whatever she wants to major in, that's fine.
Listen, here's what I'm
Chris,
saying.
Wait. There's something being reflected here, Mr.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
Look, all I'm saying is nothing wrong with the Chicanos, but
Wait, Chris, do you mean you've decided what your course of study is going to be?
No, mine is communications.
No, I know, but you remember the other day I ran into you in Starbucks?
Yeah.
What happened?
I think it's going to be math.
He was studying. He was getting advice on what courses he was supposed to. I could tell that's what he was doing.
I don't know.
Who is he talking to?
The guy from the Karate Kid. The
Mr.
coach.
Miyagi?
The coach.
You were talking to Mr. Miyagi?
Yes. That's who he was talking to.
Am I high? What's
Right?
going
It's
on?
not Mr. Miyagi.
Does he not look like that?
No.
Well, look, there's any balding Asian guy who's, over 65 and over 180 pounds looks like Mr. Miyagi. Let's face it.
That's not who you were talking to?
No.
Drew, did you really think he was talking to the sensei from the Karate Kid?
He looked a lot like him.
All right.
Or at least the respect that Chris was showing him, which I've not ever seen in this studio, was reminding me of that sort of an interaction.
Here's all I'm saying. Your wife drops out of junior college, and don't call it community college, call it junior college. It makes it easier to turn your back on.
Yeah.
Yes. She goes to work, and you guys move out. You get a place.
Yeah.
Here's the whole thing about all that. Save up a few bucks and move out. And no one is ever really ready to move out. You just move out.
Yeah.
You make it work. Let me impart a little philosophy on everybody. going to say this to you, Drew. Am I boring you, Drew?
Yes. Go ahead.
Okay,
But I want
you're
the philosophy.
yawning. Here's the deal, Chris. Listen up, buddy.
I'm here.
Okay, people spend their lives sort of not overextending themselves. Like, oh, I don't want to move out until I'm totally ready.
Yeah.
That car is about $80 a month too expensive for me. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Here's the thing. Go ahead and do it and let it motivate you.
Right.
I know Drew thinks I'm irresponsible.
No.
Move out.
Actually, you know
you
what?
Want to move out?
You know
You'll
what?
pay the bills.
This is what happened when we moved in our house. That exact
What
thing.
I say to you.
Just do it. Just do it.
Let me.
To me, and somebody else said to me exactly what you're saying. They said, you know what? You ought to challenge yourself and see if you can do it. I thought, wow, I've never thought of that kind of move in those terms.
Look, I will say this to everybody who's thinking about buying, who's been renting for the last 20 years. I have my electrician, Jose, bought himself a house in Sun Valley. He's got a family, the whole bit. He came to me about 3 years ago. He said, Jefe. Calls me the Jefe.
I know, I've seen that.
I like that. Yeah, he said, I got this house. It's out in Sun Valley. It needs some work. I'm thinking about buying, but I'm not sure because of the payment. I said, do it. Just do it. Just do it. Just go get it. Just go get it. And he said, well, I don't know. I'm really worried because I said, when have you not paid your rent? When have you not made your monthly payment? You always do.
Yeah.
You always figure it out. You always, as a human, you fantasize about failing much more than you actually ever fail. Drew, you spent a whole life creating elaborate fantasies about failure, yet you never fail. And that's only, maybe you use it as a motivational tool.
Right.
But it's always, how am I going to do this? Can I afford the car? You didn't want to get the car. You enjoy the car, but you didn't want the car. Now I know the house. Can I enjoy the house? No, you put the challenge in front of you and you step up. That's the kind of person you are. You're not some Skid Row junkie. You're a person who takes care of business. And I told this to Jose the electrician. I said, get the house and you'll make it work. You'll figure it out. Believe me, you'll thank me. And every time I see the guy now, when I'm not yelling at him to put stuff in, he cursed me because his wife left him. He's destitute.
He's got the damn house now.
Actually, want to know if he could crash in my van. No. He says to me, first off, he bought the house for like $118,000. It's worth $400 now,
Oof, nice.
which is a nice chunk of change when you don't have anything in the bank, number one. And he just says, you're right. I just made the payment just like I made the payment at the apartment. I worked a little harder. I figured it out. It motivated me, and it's easy. I don't even know why I even thought about it. And I hear people hemming and hawing about buying a condo or a house or a car. It goes on and on and on. The calendar pages fly by. 10 years goes by. Everything just goes up.
That's right.
Forget it. Just go do it. And you'll make it work. Challenge yourself. I'm not saying go over Niagara Falls in a barrel. I'm just saying move out of your in-laws' house, get an apartment, you'll pay the bills.
You're right.
That's it. You roll your sleeves up. All right, now I got to nap and beat off.
No, we got a call.
Oh.
Colleen, 17.
Colleen?
Hi.
What's up, baby doll?
My mom's addicted to Vicodin and Valium.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah, great times. And, she's had seizures from it before, and,
That's bad.
You have seizures from the withdrawal or what?
Valium, yeah.
The Valium withdrawal or just from the Valium?
Valium withdrawal.
withdrawal.
All right.
And,
what's the question?
it kind of freaks me out, and I'm really worried about her, so...
Yeah, you should be. Has she been through treatment?
No.
She has to go to treatment. This is not something that's going to... I wrote a book. No, listen.
Book.
No. I wrote a book about this exact situation called When Painkillers Become Dangerous. And it's much more of a medical book, a sort of a specific discussion of exactly why this happens, how you treat it, how you get somebody into treatment. I wrote it with a bunch of doctors with the Hazelton organization. When Painkillers Become Dangerous. But Adam, earlier I was going to say something about...
well, wait a minute. Where can she find the book?
Amazon or most bookstores should be able to order for you, but Amazon is fine.
What's it called again?
When Painkillers Become Dangerous.
All right.
Okay?
Okay.
All right. What should Colleen do? That's it?
Hang on a second. Let me make a comment about that. No, let me finish my thought for a second. It was referring back to that crazy guy that was creating the chaos, the white trash.
12-step?
Yes, she should go to Colleen should go to Al-Anon or some sort of 12-step codependency treatment process and find an addiction specialist in your area who can maybe refer you to a treatment center. She'll need to be detoxed in a hospital. But I was thinking about this guy and his chaos. And I know he's a jackass. That guy that that was dating the ex-girlfriend and the Stephanie. Remember Stephanie?
Yes.
A few calls ago. And I thought to myself, there's a statement, and I smell addiction too there too with that
I
guy.
farted.
Yeah, well, and I heard a great definition today of the difference between an addict and an alcoholic. An alcoholic will steal your money. An addict will steal your money and then come back the next day and help you look for it.
Oh.
Isn't that good? Isn't that good?
Hold on a second. Chris.
Oh, aha.
There you go.
That was the best one yet. So
Yeah.
it's
By the
heartfelt.
way, that's one of those ones, by the way, where you go, yeah, oh yeah,
That's
and then you
heavy,
walk
man.
away and you go, what the F is he, what does that mean?
Think.
I don't know, but it's solid.
It's a good
No,
one.
it's good, but it's not so good that you know why it's good. It's just good.
It just is a subtle, any addict will lie. All addicts lie. So alcoholics all lie. But the addict, as opposed to alcoholic, takes it to the almost absurd
Sociopath.
extent. Yeah, they're not sociopaths because when the addictions get better, they stop all that stuff.
Okay, hold on a second. What? Yes?
I could picture that, yeah.
Ooh,
All right, yeah. Quiet.
scary.
All right.
Picture it.
Because you focus. Hold on a second. Let me say something. When you've mastered the ahas, then we can move in to the casual yes ands in the conversation. You know what I mean? Like, I see. And,
I see. Hold it.
I mastered the
No. We've not begun to master the We need at least. I'll tell you. We need a good 8 clean ahas.
Ahas or ahas?
Aha.
Yeah. Oh.
Aha. We need about a good 8, good clean 8 ones, and then we can start getting the I sees. See what I'm saying?
Got it.
All right, you ready to rock?
Let's go.
Let's move on.
Kristen?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm or
Aha.
Here we go. There we are.
Oh, my God.
Hi.
What's up, Kristen? Yeah.
Hi.
What's
I
happening?
have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm getting a lot of background.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I have a question for Dr. Drew.
Yeah.
I am a student at the University of Colorado, and I was actually kind of inspired to call from a caller that called in a little while ago asking about Adderall. I was diagnosed when I was 15 with ADHD, and they had me on Adderall for the longest time, and I started abusing it. I'm pretty sure that I need it. They have me on a drug right now called Strattera. Supposedly, it's the only drug they have out there for ADHD that's not a stimulant, and I don't think...
Well, I've seen people abuse Strattera, so I don't let my patients use Strattera. I don't.
Strattera!
Now
Milton
it's mild and it's not supposed to, but I've seen it over and over again, and it's a problem.
All right, let's take a little break.
Yeah.
Are we good?
Yeah, I'd like to hear what else
That's enough.
Kristen has to say. But if you are an addict, you should not be on stimulants, period. You should be in a 12-step program. You should be dealing with the addiction, and magically a lot of your stuff will get better. ADD, ADHD in the setting of addiction is routine. Pretty much all addicts have ADD, ADHD symptoms.
Liz,
Hi.
you're 16.
Yeah.
Your boyfriend cheated?
Yeah, he kissed this woman. She's like 30.
Ooh.
Yeah.
His mom?
She's a woman. So it's
Yeah, a woman.
Yeah,
How old is he?
how old is he? He's 18.
Ah.
So, I mean, I can understand, that's pretty tempting, and I know how he is. He's pretty, he's flirtatious, and I was just thinking, am I stupid for, still being with him? I talked to his sister, and she even said, she's like, you know what, he really feels something for you, and, even before we got together, we were, best friends. We were just great together,
He was standing next to her with a dry erase board. I feel the heart. You. Picture of a sheep.
How was he was making out with a 30-year-old?
Wait a second. Well, we're going to figure out how Liz figured out her 18-year-old boyfriend got the little kissy-kissy on a 30-year-old.
Yeah.
And, it's weird, but if you're young, the adult thing is kind of like you get a little bit of a pass. Little bit.
Because it's not really with somebody?
You wouldn't say no. I mean, you know what I'm saying? For a guy.
It has no reproductive potential.
No, it's just... If you're 18 and your girlfriend's 16 and you start diddling one of her 16 or 17-year-old friends, you're screwed.
Bad times.
If you do it with, someone who's the man, I mean, mom's like, here's the deal. When you're 16, remember what you thought? How old were 30-year-olds when you were 16? 130?
Yeah.
700?
Yeah.
Like Mark Twain
yes.
age? You're 30. Let me tell you something. So when did you graduate high school? You're 30. You've been out of high school for 14 years, or forget about it. You're done. 12 years. You're like here's the whole thing. You could fathom people. Here's how it went. When you're 16, there's people that graduated last year. There are people that graduated the year before that. You can go back like 2 years, and then there's your mom and dad's friends. Well, it just jumps up.
And that's my God, look how everyone's dressed. Oh my God.
You're just old.
Yeah.
You go graduate the year before, graduate the year before that, dad's friend from work. Dad's golf buddy.
Yeah.
So the idea that you can get it on with one of those people, I think you get a pass. All right. Drew, Chris, am I right?
Yeah. And Chris, did you see how I did that? See that?
Yeah.
You taking notes?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
We'll take a quick break. We'll get back with Liz and her cheating beau after this. Huh? Oh, I was just complaining.
No, really?
Hey, everybody. Hey, Drew, have you heard that before?
You complain?
Have you heard it?
I'm thinking. I'm sort of confused by the question even.
One time, remember we went out to eat?
Yeah.
And I ordered an iced tea.
Yeah.
And
Didn't have passion fruit in it?
It brought me Diet Coke.
Yeah.
And then I said to you, boy, I wish I'd had the iced tea. I wish I brought me the iced tea, but I still drank the Diet Coke.
Yeah, that was much I've ever heard you complain.
Yeah, that was it.
That was it.
Remember that time?
Yeah.
I think we're on the road. I'm not sure if we were in Cincinnati or where we were.
Yeah, probably Cincinnati.
About 8 or 9 years ago.
Yeah, I can barely remember it, but it was such a standout experience.
It sounds familiar, right?
Yeah, having you complain was just, I was so shocked that I remember it to this day.
Yeah, that was the only time.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, everybody, phone number 1-800-LVE-191. Back to the phones we go. We're going to speak to Liz, who's calling from beautiful Canoga Park. By the way, 71 degrees out there. Liz?
What's up?
Okay, so your boyfriend's 18, and he kissed a woman, a 30-year-old.
Yeah.
And how do you know?
He told me because
he told you. Yeah, I was about to say he told.
Yeah,
because you can do that.
Yeah, he actually broke up with me before he told me, and he lied to me. He said that it was because he's going to work and school and all this, and he's like, I don't think it's fair that I'm not going to have time for you, blah, blah, blah. And then later, a few days later, he came over and just admitted it to me.
And the reason he broke up was that he'd been making out with a 30-year-old.
Oh, he said kissed.
Yeah, he kissed her once.
Yeah, well, let's interpret that.
I'm picturing a 4-hour 69 session.
Yeah, okay.
That's me.
Yeah. What's he doing with the 30-year-old? Liz?
Do they work together?
No, his roommates, it's his roommate's best friend.
How old is his roommate?
His roommate is like 30-something. She's living with the family.
What?
She's living with his family?
No, he's living with the roommate's family. She's like 30 years old, and she has like kids and stuff.
What's wrong with him? Why is he living with them?
Oh, because he just moved out of his house, and he needed a...
Oh, hold on, Adam. Okay, he's living with the 30-year-old family because he moved out.
He moved out.
He moved out of his house.
Oh, his house. Okay, got it.
Slow down. He's
just renting the room.
He moved out of his house.
And he moved in and pays rent. Got that?
Slow down.
Okay.
Slow down.
Yeah.
Moved out of his house. And he moved into hers.
Why did he... okay. So
no, I got to know.
All right. Why did he move out of his house at 18?
Because his family gives him a lot of problems. Like, they're into his business, and like it's too much, you know. So he just decided to move out, and he's just renting a room.
I'm guessing his business is stuff that they should be into because it's probably
illegal.
Not good. Yeah.
And how did he end up with a 30-year-old family?
Oh, because she had an ad in the newspaper, and she's
wow.
And now he's sleeping. He's sleeping with her friend. Now it's weird.
He's not sleeping. He's just kissing.
Yeah, I'm sure he didn't, because I know him pretty good. I know that he can lie to me. I know when he lies, and I talk to his sisters. I talk to his mom, and they all know what's going on. You know, like.
All right.
So I'm sure that he just kissed her, and.
Okay.
Because I know he is too.
All right, and there's probably a little more to him moving out of the house.
Oh yeah.
Than parents being into his business. Parents probably found a hydroponic pot farm.
And also when the probation officer showed up and
what was he doing? Growing weed?
No, I know his family. They get in his business a lot. Like they even get in my business, and I'm not even part of the family. So he has all the reason in
I
the world
see.
to move out.
You're
you
not
know?
part of it. You're not his sister?
No, and they still get
I
in my
see.
business. You know, it's like
I see.
they're like
And you're
that.
not, okay. You're not related.
Huh?
I
No,
see.
hell no.
I see. I see. But they still get in your business.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't trust this guy that much. I worry a little about you. This guy's 18, you're 16. That's 2 years. That's a fairly big 2 years, but it's even bigger when the guy's living with the 30-year-olds. And believe me, this is white trash, these 30-year-olds he's shacking up with. I don't trust him at all. Where's the dad?
His dad.
Not his dad. Where's his roommate's dad? Yeah.
The wife, husband.
He comes in and around. He doesn't live with them.
Yeah. I don't like these chicks. I'm like smelling meth on these chicks. And look, whenever you have to rent the room out, there's trouble. And whose house is it? It's their parents' house, right? Who kicked off or something? Where do they get a house to rent out a room?
Well, she was already living there. That's her house. And she
how
was
did she
just
get
renting
it?
the room.
How does she get the house?
She makes good money. She's a nurse, I guess. She lives there with her 2 kids.
Right. Okay. No, I got the part where she's renting the room out. I just want to know where she got a house. Guaranteed
She makes good money. She just bought it.
Yeah. She had her parents killed. All right. Something screwy, and she's a nurse, so she's nuts. I don't trust it. I don't like this, and this is not right for you. How about you just date a nice high school guy? Why do you got to? You're 16. What do you got to be an old lady for?
Yeah.
All right. Look, Liz.
Yeah.
Just please listen to me. I'm a genius. You're marginal. You're not a complete idiot, but you're 16 and you're calling from Canoga Park. So you can't be that smart. Here's the thing. Act like you're in high school, would you? Stop being such a grown up.
Yeah.
This guy's trouble. He's going to screw with you. He's going to cheat. He's going to get you pregnant. Just find a nice 16-year-old guy from high school, plays on the football team.
This is not a good situation.
Start being a 16-year-old.
But you broke up anyway. Let it go.
And you broke up. Can you do that? All right. Listen, I can hear the white trash oozing from her pores.
Yeesh.
That's bad.
Yeah.
The whole grow-up thing, too fast. Disaster.
It's more than that, though. It's the chaos. Got to have the chaos and the drama and the the sociopath. I just can't let go of a sociopath.
Yeah, no, and I'm no one can tell me anything. And I'm all right. Jay,
Yes.
you're 16.
Yes.
You're female.
Yes.
What's up?
Here about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I had an abortion done.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy that I was with when I had it done, he argued, we fought, he hit, and just, I feel bad for what I did, but I don't.
He hit?
Yeah.
He hit you?
Yeah.
Did you call the police?
All the time.
Don't call the police. Everybody.
You can stay away from this guy now?
He's in jail right now.
For hitting you?
No.
Not only that, but he was 21.
For having sex with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So now what? By the way, present your dad with the golden boot to the sack medallion, would you please?
The Carolla boot to the sack medallion.
Yes, just give him a nice swift kick in the nuts if you ever see him again, because he did a horrible job.
Yeah.
Yes, he
All right,
did.
what's your question?
Okay, I don't know if I did the right thing or not, and
With the abortion.
My body's been sending me mixed emotions about the whole thing.
I bet.
All right. It's you did the right thing.
Even though the sort of prevailing wisdom is that women don't have a depressive reaction or any kind of remorse after having abortion, I've never talked to a woman that doesn't have very, very strong feelings about it, and they're bodily-based feelings more than some sort of morality issue. They feel the departure. They feel they had even early in the pregnancy, there's a relationship of some type. There's some sort of chemical reaction, and when they go from pregnant to not pregnant, they feel an intense sense of loss.
Of course.
I've seen it a billion times. Every woman I take their history from, when I say how many times you've been pregnant, they say 6 times. How many children you have? They say 2. And I go, what happened to the other 4? They look down. They're remorseful. They start tearing up. They react. They intend to.
Leave them alone,
It was
Drew.
30 years ago or something.
Leave them alone. Then don't ask about the other 4. Come on.
They could have been spontaneous abortions. I can document it.
It never is. Leave them alone. Stop passing judgment.
But that's my point. If there were no reaction, you know,
Okay, well,
years later.
look, how naive can we be? And
Believe me, the guys don't talk like that.
No,
the males are involved with it. Don't.
But
have that
how
kind of
naive can we be to think that a woman can, get into the state of pregnancy and then just have it vacuumed out of her and walk away free and clear physically and emotionally? I mean, obviously, think about what a tall order that is for women.
Yeah, but the point is, we want to believe that. Well, if we didn't have all the social conditions that we had that makes women feel the way they do, that's nonsense.
Go, Drew.
It's a proud biological shift.
That's
tremendous change in the physiology.
You go,
and
boy.
of course, as you say, Adam, it's a tall order to think that there'd be zero reaction to that. Zero.
Women freak out when they have their period, for Christ's sake. Imagine having their kid vacuumed out of their uterus.
Thank you.
Jay.
Yeah.
You did the right thing, though. All that being said, you're 16. This guy's 21. He's a criminal. Now, here's the whole thing. Let me say this to everybody. You have remorse. Fine. Don't spiral into some sort of shame or depression thing. Use this as a motivator. Don't get pregnant again. I wish everybody could do this. Like, you don't like this feeling? You had the abortion. It was expensive. It was emotional. It was physically taxing. Good. Remember this. Here's everything. That's it. This is what I'm saying, Drew. All
right, I'm listening.
Nothing is okay. This is a tragedy, and maybe you'll carry this with you for some time, maybe forever. It becomes a real tragedy if you make the mistake again or if it doesn't serve as a motivator to do something.
Sure.
So if this serves as motivation for you to get in better relationships, if this serves as motivation for you to use protection, if this serves as motivation for you to make something of yourself, then fine. It's still a tragedy, but it turned out to be a motivator that got you on the right track. If this just makes you depressed and you have more sex with more strangers with less protection and you get 5 more abortions, then you might as well just take yourself out now. So there, let it motivate you. Let all the F up things. Every time you F up, you get popped for a DUI, horrible thing, bad thing. Maybe it'll get you into treatment. If it gets you into treatment, it's a good thing.
Right.
It really is.
Right.
If it just makes you depressed and you want to drink more and you get another 5 DUIs, then it's a bad thing. You see what I'm saying? Use it. Use it as a tool. Am I right, Chris?
Uh-huh.
There you go. We'll be right back. Right back after this. Hey, everybody. It's Loveline, man. That's Dr. Drew. Matthew Lillard. Dear friend Matthew Lillard in here tomorrow night.
My sons are going to come here tomorrow night to meet him.
Really?
Yeah.
They're big Shaggy fans?
They're Shaggy fans. They want to see the movie the next day, which opens Without a Paddle on Friday.
That hasn't opened yet?
No.
Seth Green was in here like 9 months ago plugging that thing.
I know.
All right. Well, that opens... It's funny. I was thinking, wow, that thing came and went. Poor Matthew's coming in here and it hasn't come out yet.
So in the Family Guy, I'm playing Chris's dermatologist.
Seth Green's character.
Yeah.
Nice. What's he got? Do you get a zit?
Of course.
Beautiful.
A zit that attacks him, makes him do
really?
it takes over his soul.
Oh, it possesses him.
And then tries to kill me, the dermatologist.
Wow.
Yeah, it's good times.
Don't give too much away. Susan?
Hello?
You're 25?
Yeah, I'm 25. I'll be 26 in a week from today.
All right.
Fabulous.
That's always the first sign of crazy when they do the math. Turned 25, been 8 months ago. It'll be 8 months on the 26th. All right, what's up, baby doll? Here we go.
Is Dr. Drew there?
Yes, he is.
Yes. Okay. Well, in 1978, I was born. I was born with ambiguous genitalia, and basically, from what I have understood...
78, you say?
I was born in 78. That's correct.
All right.
Okay, I was born with ambiguous genitalia, and basically, from what I can understand, a doctor pretty much had to decide my gender.
They didn't test your gender? Well,
they had to determine my genitals had not formed properly.
No, I understand. Ambiguous genitalia, meaning ambiguous that you can't tell whether they're male or female, but I imagine they would do a testing, a cheek swab, and look at your genetic material to see if you are male or female.
Is that what they do?
I don't know.
I'm sure they did.
I'm sure they did.
Did they have DNA stuff going on back then?
That kind of thing.
They did, and that's cool. And they made me a girl, and I'm a girl, and I'm cool with that and everything. And basically the reason I'm calling is because I had to take hormones to replace what, my body didn't have anymore. And my breasts and my nipples, when I have sex, it's so, I know most girls are sensitive, but I can't take it. I can't stand to have my nipples touched or played with or anything of that.
Are you still taking the hormones?
They're an erogenous zone for me, by the way.
I know, and
I
it makes me
it's supposed to be
gag.
Sensitive nipples.
I just cannot stand it. I mean, it makes me, I'm not tactile defensive or anything, but I just cannot stand the nipples being touched.
Are you still taking hormones? Are you still taking hormones?
Yeah, I have to take it for the rest of my life.
All right,
Why?
I'm
confused here.
Susan's a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
Why crazy?
Happy crazy, though.
Not bad crazy, but what is about crazy people that gets them obsessed with dates? You know what I mean? They'll always do that. I left Vietnam on February 26, 1971. I'd been there. I did my first tour in 1969. I landed in on Mekong Delta, 69. I was March 21st, 7 a.m. I landed in Mekong. It's like what is it with people? They get kind of weird into that. Like if you ask me when I got married or how old I am or what my wife's name is, come on, ask me a question.
When did you get married? Yeah. It's a little
ask
Grandy.
What my wife's name is.
What's your wife's middle name?
Middle name? Come on, Drew. Don't screw around, buddy. No, what's her nose?
What's her birthday?
Whose?
I believe it's coming up.
What's her
so
nose?
So you better get to it.
I don't know. Yeah. I call her monkey nipples.
I think there's a mix of grandiosity.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's
obsessive compulsive.
It's grandiose, but it's sort of crazy poor and grandiose.
But it's also trauma because it's sort of etched in.
Yeah.
It's, it's
all right, baby doll. What do you do for a living, Susan?
Oh, I'm a nursing assistant.
Ooh. That always means nuts.
And I don't understand why, if you had ambiguous genitalia, you'd be taking hormones. That suggests you had more.
Because they took out my uterus, they took out my fallopian tubes, they took out everything that hadn't been completely formed. So, I'll never have children. I don't have a period. I have to take the hormones so that I don't get bone density problems.
You weren't a true hermaphrodite? You didn't have testes also?
I had nothing. Nothing was formed. So
nothing was properly formed.
All right,
got it.
Have both.
Susan, I got you, and that's what I was asking. All right, so you were sort of more than just ambiguous. You also had underdeveloped genitalia.
Exactly. That's what. Yeah, that's exactly what I had.
All right, baby doll.
All right, so you're taking hormones. Maybe you're taking too much estrogen. Maybe that's what's making the nipple sensitivity.
You think that could be it?
Yeah, maybe. That's sort of one of the side effects of too much estrogen.
That's what happened to me.
Yeah, Adam's got way too much estrogen in his system.
Because I can't, and when I have sex, people want to touch.
They want to grab nipples.
Yeah,
well, why don't you hook up with one guy and tell him to stay away from your nipples?
That's another thing. I'm gay. I'm not into guys at all.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting?
That is interesting.
What's your ethnicity?
I'm white.
All right.
Yeah, I'm white.
All right. What are you driving? Pickup truck?
Pontiac.
Oh, that's bad. Yeah. All right. So you're into the chicks. I don't even know why. All right. Here's the thing. Get with a chick and tell her to stay away from the nipples.
Yeah. Girls are much better at that, I would think, than men.
Oh, yeah.
Just complying. Yeah.
No, guys go at them. They go at nipples like they're trying to get milk. Trying to get something out of them.
God.
Rob, I'll rip the stuffing out of those things. Rob, you're 20.
Yeah, how you doing, Dr. Drew? How you doing, Adam?
Good, buddy. What's going on?
I just got back from a deployment about a month ago, and I was at Panama, and I was with the lady of the night, and my condom ripped, and I'm actually been pretty worried. I do not know who to go to. I don't know if I should go to the military doctor or find a doctor out in town.
Well, I'm sure a military doctor's never seen a recruit or an officer who's been with a prostitute.
Not in the history of the military.
No.
Rob, why don't you do that? And by the way, Panama, a hell of a lot better than Iraq, right?
Yeah, a lot better.
Do you have any symptoms?
I'm in the Navy right now, and I'm on home on leave, and I'm actually kind of scared. I was asking my older brother, what should I do, and he wasn't no help.
Well, you have any symptoms? Any problems?
Not any symptoms, no problems. I'm just really worried with like HIV and stuff like that.
I think it's worth getting checked out. I'm sure you're going to be fine.
What do you do in Panama?
They're Royal.
Am I boring you, Adam?
Ugh.
And that's a place down there I went to. It's crazy.
Panama. No, I'm hip. But what do you do over there in Panama?
What is the American military doing there? Is the point?
No, we just go there, dock at the old Air Force Base, and we basically we stay there until we go through the canal.
Just keep the
cruise
canal open.
the Atlantic Ocean, and do.
Oh, you just stopped. You just stopped in Panama, and the ship went through the canal.
Yes.
What kind of vessel you on,
It's a
son?
frigate.
It's a frigate.
Yeah.
A frigate is somewhere. Is it now? It's beneath destroyer size wise.
Yeah, it's one of the smallest ships in the Navy. It's about 453 feet long, 47 feet wide.
People, I expressed it. I went to the Panama Canal about a year and a half ago. I told you people don't know it's a lake. And you take locks up to the lake, go across the lake, and then locks down. It's a man-made lake.
And you
It's a man-made lake.
You and it lowers you.
Yeah, I'm hip to the locks, but what's the lake part? I thought you just went through the canal all the way.
No, it's a big lake in the middle. You go across.
I don't know if we can. So you get the frigate. Frigate's only 450 something. It's still a pretty big ship.
Yeah, it's pretty big, but it can maneuver. We can hold 2 helos on the ship, and
Two
we
what?
actually only carry
Helicopters.
one. We only
I
carry
don't know
one
why.
helo.
I don't know why a helicopter becomes a helo. It should just be a hella. But what do you do? What do you do?
I'm a gunner's mate. I'm in charge of the Mark 75 gun.
Ooh,
E5.
what's that? What's that one shooting?
It's a 3-inch.
3-inch.
Big guns.
What are you going after? Aircraft with that thing?
Aircraft, ships, off the horizon, stuff like that.
Well, what's the range? Like 28 miles or something?
It's about, I'd say about 10 miles.
Oh, that's it?
That's
Accurate, yeah.
Well, accurate, yeah. Those battleships launch 2,000-pound shells like 26 miles.
It's incredible.
Yeah, and we're actually getting rid of the missile launcher on the ship. We hold we hold 80 rounds for the gun and like 20-something missiles in the front of the ship. It's pretty
Well,
quick.
good times. And listen, God bless you, going through Panama getting laid. Those poor guys in Iraq, they got to go through, hey, how much for a hand?
We got to go.
Is that a dude, or what are you wearing there? All right, we'll be back. Well, that's it, everybody. That's the show. Thanks for listening tonight. Matthew Lillard in here tomorrow night from Without a Paddle. And until next time, the sound of Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
This has been Loveline. Loveline. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for Loveline is Ann Ingold. Loveline is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.